Welcome, everybody. Episode 21 of the Great Western Podcast. Today is Saturday, November 1st. I hope you all had a spooky Halloween last night. I see
Happy
over there
Halloween.
that, Sylv, you got a something going on behind you. What's going on over there?
Well, the tradition of Halloween, a lot of it is based off of Dia de los Muertos. I live down here in Mexico. In Mexico, we can I flip the camera on thing? No, I
Yeah.
can't. Okay. So in Dia de los Muertos in Mexico, they make altars to represent the dead. They usually put a little bit of the favorite food and they put water because supposedly people that are dead are very thirsty. So we
Okay.
put some
So
water
what,
here.
what's the food that Kobe's eating there?
So, you put your favorite food. I didn't go. I didn't prepare enough. My friend made this actually. Kobe's favorite food is actually Mexican food, and there's a restaurant in Fullerton that he used to go to a lot. We could pull up the name later. We could plug them as our sponsor for today.
Nice.
Wait, why
And
have
so
we not
that's
have you gone? I didn't know about this.
I
I didn't
have
know
no
that we could
idea
go to
about any
Kobe's
of this.
restaurant.
Kobe's favorite restaurant is in Fullerton. It's in LA. We could look up the name. I'll look it up later. But his favorite food is carne asada. So
Wow.
that's my little Kobe altar.
I mean, this is all fantastic information. I had no idea about any of this.
Uh, Deep
Yeah.
stuff.
Adrian, did you know about this? About this
I,
Kobe?
I didn't know Kobe's favorite food. No, I did not have that. I know he frequented some Newport Beach restaurants when I
Sure.
was.
Yeah, he was
Yeah, there's literally a restaurant dedicated to Kobe Bryant.
nice. Well, yeah, so we're now in the harvest season, as it were, and the NBA is kicking off. Sylvain, thank you for sharing that Kobe altar with us. So guys, there's so much going on today.
It's called El Camino Real.
El Camino
We need to
Real.
go.
There we
We need
go.
to go to this. I can't believe we haven't gone as a group.
Yeah. And I just realized I forgot to do the introduction. So we're joined today by David Chu, basketball historian, Dr. Adrian Peltzer, our stats guy here, and ex-Laker fan, Coach Theory, Sylvain Peltzer. All right, guys. I'm so excited. I didn't even give the introductions. My bad. And of course, myself, Mark the Wizard Masterlian, as your host. Okay. We have so much going on, guys. Look, we have the NBA Cup has started. We're about 5, 6 games into the season. The standings are kind of upside down already. We have teams are there, pretender teams are there. Who's for real? We have some shocking finishes to the Emirates Cup, all kinds of stuff. We have so much to do. Chu, I'm gonna kick it over to you. Where are we gonna start? What do you want to talk about today?
Well, I wanted to start off with a topic that I think could tie everything in. Last night, the Nuggets went to overtime against the surprising Portland Trailblazers,
That's right.
and we've prepared a slow motion clip of the last place. It's a tie game. The Nuggets get the ball with 6 seconds left, and this is the type of defense. This is the way that any teams are going to have to play Jokic. So that I think for a majority part of the game, the Portland Trailblazers didn't even have a center. And this is kind of the way that teams approach
Playing Jokic.
defending Jokic. It's the same way that the Thunder were able to beat him in the playoffs last year. And what that is basically you're going to play him super physical and make the refs call a foul. And in this case, this is probably the worst no call of the season so far. They called this a jump ball when he's bear hugging him from behind and grabbing his arm and waist before the ball even touches him. Okay, so your tie game, you're about to get the most efficient offensive player of his generation the ball, and somehow it goes to a jump ball.
Okay,
Okay,
so good.
so
So that's a good
here's
point. So yeah, you're setting it up. Chu. Okay, so Hodge, Adrian, Sylvain, what do you guys think about Chu's analysis of this play here?
Well,
Is it
let's
is
is it a
it
let
do
Chu
you guys think
finish
this is a
here.
foul?
okay?
Is that the question?
I, I think
What
it's
is it
debatable.
a foul?
I I think it's debatable. I watched it live. Granted, the main ref that calls the drum ball, is looking at it from Jokic's front side. So I would put it on maybe the angle there. But let's wait for the last 2 minute report and see what the NBA comes up with.
Right, they'll do that. So sorry for cutting you off, Chu. Uh, yeah, Sylvain, what do you think?
In today's NBA, they should call that a foul. I see a lot of ball. it's a contact sport, especially with bigs down low. If you look at the amount of contact Shaq had back in the day, this is nothing.
I was gonna say,
So,
it's like, are these
so
Shaq
if
moves?
Jokic can't handle a little bit of contact like that, man, like I see a lot of ball. Yeah, it's a reach and foul. Sure, you could get them hooking. Sure, but like, dude, it's a
Listen, you
contact
can't grab
sport.
someone from behind, but the main
Your
part is
your
look at his
analysis
left
of a
hand before
grab is real interesting. I don't.
look at
Yeah, there's contact. Sure, in today's NBA, that's a foul. Fine.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
just
so what do you think, Mark?
I mean, in slow motion, like Hodge was saying, the angle maybe it's like it looks like he's draped over him. I do think it's like kind of like this thing where like it's the Caruso defense, as you called it in our text thread earlier about on like you players are draping over Jokic, and these guys have Klingon. Where's Klingon guarding this Kamara? Because they're letting these guys lean on him. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't
By
know.
the way, this was another bet.
Yeah,
This was another theory that my brother has.
yeah,
The dopamine dump theory,
yeah.
where a team
What is
didn't
that?
win
Did you
or
guys
won
come up with
close
that
ones.
name? Did
No,
you guys come up with
that
that
was
name?
That was
last week on
you.
the pod. That's what Jay called it.
Oh yeah, Jay did.
So Hodge, go over that theory real quick.
Yeah, what is this? The dopamine dumped it. What this related to that foul? What's going on here?
Actually, I don't know if it was during this game, but the dopamine theory is just like you fade a team that just won a close game, especially if they came back, or or
Oh,
if they had it like an emotional victory, right? Because then you kind of have a slump the next day.
I like that.
And then also the reverse. If a team barely or almost won one, then the next day, like if they lost by like one or two, then the next day, like you bet on them hard. So I think we bet Blazers that game to cover, and they did.
Well, the
And then my
Blazers,
brother also bet them to
What's the
one.
reverse theory called?
It's the same. I mean, it's the same theory.
it's the dopamine
It's like
uptake. What's going
it's
on
kind of
here?
like
It's
what would
the
you call
still
that?
hungry theory.
It's the
Still
dopamine
hungry.
uptake.
The, the
Still
blue
hungry
balls.
theory.
The blue
Yeah.
balls.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
the blue balls, blue
The
ball
blue
theory.
balls theory.
All right, here we
And
go.
it's actually hit pretty often. So you take the team. We bet Blazers yesterday. They were at +5. And they not only covered, but then when you take the dog, especially at +5 to win, you get very good odds.
Okay, hold on. Let me stop sharing here.
So I just want to point out, just looking at this box score right now, is the Nuggets just look so much more balanced than last year. Like um,
Hold on.
Hardaway, Valanciunas, and Peyton Watson all have over 10 points.
Right.
And then your defensive specialist, Bruce Brown, coming in there with 5, 3, and 2. Love that.
Hold
We should
on.
take a moment. We should take a moment to talk about Chauncey Billups. Do you know who Chauncey Billups' best friend is?
Tyler.
No.
Ty Lue.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So our guy Pablo Torre came out in an interview yesterday and was saying how Ty Lue has a lot of connections to all this Chauncey Billups stuff, which of course as a Clipper fan is devastating because it's not like we don't have enough scandal on our hands.
I think the
Um,
Clippers are having, I mean, when you watch them play, yeah, they hit that game winner, but they dropped that first game to Phoenix, I think no, Utah.
Yeah.
And watching them play, they are not dominating teams like they should be.
All right.
no,
They had trouble against the Pelicans on their home court, and last year their home court was really dominant.
Blown out against the Warriors.
Well, the Clippers,
Blown out against the Warriors. The Clippers, I think, are having some issues.
right? But they won. Yeah, they won they had a crazy game winner last night, right?
Yeah, they beat the worst team in the
Yeah.
league by
Okay.
2 points.
Here's the shot right here. He got it.
The
Like,
the the pregame spread had Clippers winning by 11.
yeah, the Clippers. I mean, yeah, the OKC are basement dwellers right now. They're 0 and 5. Jordan Poole is really like not doing well. The team is just in disarray. So for the Clippers to like barely beat them by and a game winner on their home court, you know,
So that's what I was saying preseason is I do see New Orleans at the bottom of the league, and I think they're going to end up, Zion's going to be a trade target. I don't know where he's going to go, but
the
I don't
Spurs.
have him. I don't have him finishing the season in New Orleans.
it's possible. I mean, like we were saying, with the Blazers as a surprise team, right? Kind of, they're 4 and 2. They're not tanking, right? The Kings don't look very good. Their team just they don't have much, like chemistry. The Suns are playing hard, even though they're 2-4. The Mavs have been hurt, but with AD out again, unfortunately. There's a lot of, I mean, there's still a little glut in the middle here, how this is all going to shake out. But most of the West is competitive, except for maybe the Pelicans,
And
honestly.
the Kings. I watched the King. Where's our LA Lakers beat writer? We need to talk about Austin Reeves right now.
Austin Reeves, all NBA. Yeah, so
That guy's on a scorcher. So I put a bet on the Kings when the Kings were playing the Lakers because I thought who is gonna score other than Austin Reeves? I didn't think Austin Reeves would score 50. But secondly, if you look at that lineup, you had Laviera getting minutes. You had
yeah.
Mignon getting minutes. These are literally no names. Can you pull up
No,
the
yes, I can. Here we go. Watch
yeah
this. I got here. I'm back here. So the Laker game last night, or the one from not you're talking about the one from before or the one from
the no two games ago, Sacramento Kings. We could pull up either one, Sacramento Kings, and then they played the who they played after that.
The
I'm not
Wolves.
sure, but I was watching the game and there was a clip of a fan later on that came out on
against
online.
Minnesota?
Yeah, there's a clip of a fan in this game just yelling like, "Who is number 12?" And
Yeah.
that's Liviera. No one has any idea who these players
Bravia.
are.
He
So
had
the
37
fact
points,
I
5
can't
for
even
6 from
pronounce his
3.
name. The
Yeah.
fact that this Lakers lineup is beating teams like the Wolves, and I don't care if Anthony Edwards is out, is beating teams. I'm not saying Sacramento's good, but they have DeMontis Sabonis, DeMar DeRozan, Malik Monk. They have players. There is no reason why that Sacramento team should be losing to Reeves, Laviera,
I thought we were talking
Mignon,
about the Minnesota game.
Bronny James. You
LeBron
know,
James didn't play. So there's a lot of
Bronny James got minutes.
he played against the Kings.
No, I think against Minnesota
The
he got
T-Wolves.
minutes.
I had
Against the
the
T-Wolves.
which one against the T-Wolves right
Okay,
here.
so I actually have a little point that can tie our past two
Played
discussions
5
together.
minutes
Okay,
though. Yeah.
so do you guys know which player in the NBA is averaging the most free throws per game right now?
How is it not Shea?
No, because Shea had a couple games with like two free throws.
Okay.
Yeah,
Shea is actually number seven, or he's
yeah.
ranked seventh. The
Is
number
it Austin
one,
Reeves?
it's Austin Reeves,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
and
He said he
Austin
learned the
Reeves is
foul.
averaging 11.2 free throws a game. Okay, and then he's ranked number one. The next three is Tyrese Maxey at 10.6, and then Keontae George at 9. Okay. Do you want to know where Nikola Jokic ranks? 60th. How is that possible? Why are the refs reffing two
Well,
different?
so look, true. If you
Fair.
look at
I
that
mean, that's a
last
fair
play,
point, dude. The big they let the big guys, get like mauled and like but Maxi's playing great, dude. Maxi and Edgecombe, they got a nice combo over there. They've been talking about a surprising team, right?
I think true to your point. If they're missing a call, uh, so that was ball denial, right? And that's how a lot of teams defend them. They don't want them to touch the ball. And
Mhm.
you saw that in the OKC series.
Yeah.
Series,
Yep.
you're not going to get free throws from that.
Ball denial.
No, you're not gonna get free throws from that, but you should. I mean, these are fouls. Like
I
like
Yeah.
it.
agree.
It's not. It's if they're not gonna call those fouls, then the Nuggets don't have a chance because every team is just gonna take their most.
Oh, David.
Maxi is
So
balling though, and without Paul George, who I honestly don't even need Paul George at this point. Embiid's playing like 20 minutes a game. It's basically this Maxi and Edgecombe backcourt just dominating, and then with
Yeah.
Grimes coming off the bench, playing nice, Oubre scoring for them, like they're just cooking right now. 4-1, like no
In
one's.
the East, that's gonna get you to the playoffs.
that was my surprise team of the East that I had before the season
Yeah, let me
started.
see. I got that up right here. Yeah, you have the Sixers coming in, right?
Yep.
But
That one was easy though.
yeah.
That was a clear winner.
I mean, there's a lot going on, right? I mean, it's early, you know, it's early, but you're starting to see some teams like kind of showing like what they're gonna be like. With the rotations are gonna change, and we're still gonna see how these coaches are gonna be like figuring out their starting lineups. So, Hodge, you were saying something about earlier about the a lot of the games are going over. You're crunching some numbers for us. What do you got for us on that?
Yeah, okay. So there's a trend towards the over so far in the season. The Cup night kind of reversed that.
Okay,
One
why?
issue, well, there's a couple things. I crunched the numbers on turnovers just by looking at the game with these like bright colored courts. I've seen some bad passes. There's some people grabbing at the ball and then they it just goes out of bounds. There's there's one more turnover, point nine more turnovers per team per game in cup games.
Point more turnovers, and is that core? You're saying it's not causation, but there's a correlation effect to the.
Maybe, yeah, maybe a correlation.
Uh-huh.
And then yeah, the under went I think 5-3 last night, so not a huge win, but overs have been trending, and I think it's primarily due to the NBA, which is continuously like going towards more shooting, faster pace,
Right.
and also lack of fatigue. You know, you start the season off fresh.
Um, do you think we're gonna have a regression to the mean? And also, we discussed something interesting when a fast-paced team plays a slower-paced team.
Yeah.
Yeah, so typically in those situations the game is actually slower played. So the when two fast-paced teams play it kind of exponentiates itself and you get a really fast like let's say what did we watch the other day like Hornets Wizards like no defense and they just kept running down the
Yeah,
like
I took the alternate line on that and it hit.
Right.
The original over was 239, and the alternate line that I took was 256, and it hit 259 or something like
I
that.
think the Hornets beat
What's 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 the definition of an alternate line?
Yeah.
So you kind of can choose your alternate line.
Oh, so
Let's say the
you chose the number? You chose
Yeah,
256?
so they
Yeah.
give different prices, right? So let's say the original line for the over, meaning the total points scored, is 239, and you say it's going to go higher. You can look at, okay, that price is going to be minus 110, right? Or minus 105, right? Meaning you bet $105, you get 100.
Yeah.
The alternate line, so let's say that's the regular line, you can say, okay, I think it'll go over 249, right? And then they'll give you a better price. So instead of minus 110, they'll give you plus 120 or plus 150. So if you put $100, you get 150 back. So it's a way to get
Interesting.
more back. So remember when you and I had the Clippers bet, right? You said Clippers were going to have a better record than the Spurs. At the beginning of the season, I was like, well, Spurs are, I don't know. Like, I saw them play preseason. I was confident they're going to do good. I think at that time, they should have been priced higher, meaning instead of a 50-50, I win 20, you win 20. If I bet 20 on that, my return should be higher, right? Now that probably has flipped,
Of course.
considering where the Clippers are and where the Spurs are.
And I'm just looking at the points. Like, look at these average points. The Rockets are averaging 130 points a game. The Mavericks, 108 points a game as the lowest team, right? And it's
Wow.
even in
Well,
the even
Cooper
in the
Flag can't really play.
even in the East,
well
125 and 112 is the lowest. I mean, the NBA, I think that, I mean, what we were talking about, like, what do you guys think about, okay, we have the Emirates Cup. The teams are playing more aggressive. It's kind of more of like a playoff atmosphere, which I think is cool versus like a regular season where they're out there kind of just like not playing too hard on defense, putting up shots. Teams are scoring in the hundreds by the end of the third quarter. Like, is this good for the league? Is this how it is, or what's going on with that?
Well, the league wants
It's hard.
buckets.
It's it's uh it's tough, right? Because well, it's
it's
tough as
like
a fan, right?
inflation.
Like
It's like
they,
inflation. It's gonna go up.
It's gonna go up, you know?
Sorry.
but you don't want injuries, and but you also want the teams to play hard. You don't want to see these guys just half-assing it, right? Which kind of feels like if there's more points, it means they're playing less defense, or the refs are allowing them to play more free.
Yeah.
But
Plus,
the
there's also,
difference between a playoff game and a regular season game is just so playoff games are so much better. They're so much more intense. I'm actually going to my first regular season game next week, but we're seeing the Warriors for Nicole's birthday.
Oh,
Warriors at
nice.
Nuggets.
You're going
Yeah,
to
I've
the Warriors.
never seen Steph. So
I mean, they look pretty good too. The Warriors look pretty good too at 4-2, right?
yeah, it looks solid. So what do you guys think about the last three undefeated teams? We should touch on each of those.
Who's gonna be the first? Who's gonna be the first to lose?
Jay said the Spurs are going to lose to the Lakers.
No
Right?
way.
Wait, is Spurs, Thunder, and who?
And the
Bulls.
Bulls.
Bulls. Yeah.
Surprise team. Who's was it me who said the Bulls were not gonna make the playoffs? Was that me that was gonna be, or they're gonna say they're gonna drop?
Mark?
It was
No.
me, yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Well,
they're the team.
The Bulls are
the
my
season
failure team, by the way.
the season is very young. I am very
Right,
surprised the Bulls are 4-0. Who have they
right.
played so far?
Okay, so if you look at the Bulls, like if you look at their team, like this doesn't look like a team that's gonna be 5-0, right? You want to see who they've played so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think Giddy, if you can put Giddy with shooters, uh, and you teach him how to play defense,
They
I
beat the
mean,
Magic, who are supposed to be a good team, who are not really haven't found
They're
themselves.
underperforming for sure.
Yeah, they underperformed. The Hawks, they're okay, but they had Trey here. Okay. They
The
beat
Hawks are
the Kings.
still figuring it out.
Yeah. I mean, Jalen Johnson's there. What do you call it? Nikhil's going to play a lot. The Kings, as we know, we discussed here, we're not really feeling them, but they beat the Knicks, a full Knicks team, a
Yeah,
big
I
team.
have money on the Knicks that game.
Okay. And then they beat the
dare I
Pistons.
dare I
They
say
also
that
beat
the
the
Hawks
Pistons. They also beat the Pistons game one, who are also playing well right now.
dare
Yeah.
I say the Hawks are better without Trae Young?
That's a hot take right there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Do we think the Hawks are better without Trey Young?
I would trade Trae Young and go with the Dyson Daniels, Nikhil Alexander Walker backcourt.
As a starting backcourt, you would
Yeah.
put Nikhil
If the Hawks aren't competitive mid-season, we're gonna start hearing a lot of trade rumors.
or Zingy,
I
right?
Yeah.
mean, I think he's got trade value. I think they could maybe reshape the roster in a positive way if they
They're
trade.
always middling though, The Hawks, like they're never like really in the whole Trey era, it's never really been that good. They made some playoff games, but they haven't really made any noise. All right.
So if the Hawks put Trey Young on the trade block on the market, what are they gonna realistically expect, and what are they realistically gonna receive? I bet you they're gonna come out saying, "Hey, they want a superstar in return." I don't think they're gonna. No one's gonna swap superstars for unless it's Zion, a Zion Trey swap.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
No
who's
one
gonna want
wants
which contender
yeah,
is
no
gonna
one
want
wants Trae
Trey?
Young.
Well, look at these Bulls teams. So we were
No
talking
one really wants Trey Young. No one really wants
Giddy,
Zion.
Patrick Williams in the corner, hitting a three, right? You put some shooters around. Giddy's having a career year so far. So like, is this Huerter is there? Like who's on this team? Matas Bazelis, who's playing with high intensity. He's not statistically putting up too much, but we're talking about like, are these Bulls teams for real? Like this is them beating the Knicks, right? Look at that, Giddy
Yeah.
straight to the cup there, dude. I know it's a bit distracting, but look at this.
Yeah, you know me, I've Chicago Bulls fan since as long as I can remember, and the management in Chicago has always been cheap, and they have done their very best since the Derrick Rose era to go 500 and to basically to lose in the play-in. So I think a franchise with such history, it's good.
Yeah,
It's great. It's good for the league if the Bulls are good. Unfortunately, we probably don't want them too good. We want them to get one more good draft pick
right.
to build around this
It's
core, you
always
know?
like an arms race right there. Like, are they good enough to like not to try to win? I mean, this team. I mean, just watching this right now, like you don't see that. Like, who are the players on this team?
Well, they're lacking. They're
They-
lacking a superstar.
They're lacking a superstar. Like, I mean, is that going to be Giddy? I mean, Giddy's playing at an all-star level right now.
He is not a superstar.
I'm not saying he's an
He's not a
all-star.
superstar, but they got him on a good contract too. Like they
They
just
got him
signed
on a
him.
Here.
great contract,
Yeah.
but Giddy is not going to take your team deep into the playoffs.
No, I mean, none of this team shouldn't be 5-0, but they are. So it's like you got to give
No,
them the props where they're there.
Uh,
I just think
and
so, dude.
let's go back to who's gonna stay undefeated the longest.
So
So,
not the Bulls then, I guess, huh?
No.
No,
well, the Spurs play the Bulls in 5 games, so the
Okay, that's gonna have to end there.
both teams are 10-0.
yeah,
Who's gonna beat the Thunder?
the Thunder have the easiest record coming up, so
New Orleans,
I'll pick the Thunder.
Clippers, Portland, Sacramento, Memphis. Who has any chance? The Clippers, maybe.
The
Portland,
Clippers have the
maybe.
only shot of there. Like yeah,
Clippers.
so the Thunder are going 9-1 probably.
I'll
Okay.
give the Blazers a shot and back to back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the Blazers. I mean, that talk. They've been playing well, actually. They've been playing pretty well. The Blazers too. Speaking of the surprise teams and stuff. So won three in a row. So you guys
I
all.
mean, all these teams kind of have easy upcoming schedules. The only one that Spurs play the Rockets on the 7th, but the Rockets are still having early season struggles, which makes sense given their changes.
Yeah, Lakers.
But the
Lakers.
Spurs are literally playing the Suns, the Lakers.
Lakers will win that game.
They might. I mean, they've been surprising, but then
We
they
haven't
play
said
the
anything yet
Rockets,
about
Pelicans. Yeah, Bulls in 5 games.
what about
Then they
Dude,
Luca,
it's gonna
dude?
be amazing to watch Wemby, what he's gonna do to Hachimura and Aiton. It's gonna be a massacre. Are you
Ain't
kidding
been doing
me?
okay, but what Luca is cooking though? What did he drop yesterday? He had 44. He had 44.
Yeah, that guy's gonna lead the league
44,
in
12, and
scoring.
6. Those are MVP numbers, no?
Uh,
Yeah,
I mean,
he
it
looked
depends
good.
how you grade your MVP. I like defense, so
He's the second player in NBA history to start the season with three 40-point games.
Yeah, it was what was it? It was Wilt Chamberlain or something.
With Wilt Chamberlain,
Yeah.
yeah.
What was it? I saw VJ Edgecombe, first rookie to have 25 and 5 in his first like 5 games since Magic Johnson, something gnarly like that. 25 and 5 for VJ is good. And then that the Bulls haven't been 5 and 0 since Jordan.
the
Wow.
Spurs have never been 5-0.
They've never been 5 and 0. What did you think about that speech, Sil, where like they got up and Keldon Johnson was yelling? It's like, is that like too soon to start celebrating that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, you know me, job not finished kind of guy.
You are in front of the Kobe altar here. So
Yeah. But they're young. Let them. They're on a high. That's expected.
yeah.
What I don't like in any sort of after game. Did you see the clip of Joel Embiid? That's just not necessary.
What did he say? He was like,
It wasn't he got into it with a fan and started making obscene gestures.
I got it. Landale.
You
Landale's
got a lot of kids around. That's just like
so
not
good.
behavior I care for.
The Grizzlies are not looking good at all, which I'm kind of surprised. And I thought they'd be a little bit better, but I don't know. Morant's not doing
So
much.
Grizzlies is my
Okay.
disappointing team on the chart. I have Grizzlies not making it,
Look at this guy.
dropping out.
Luca, dude. I mean, honestly, okay, okay, or Chu Hodge, what do you guys think about this? What can LeBron do when he comes back to make this team a net positive? I know we were talking about it last week. Sylvain, you were saying that LeBron is a minus 50. He's making the team worse. In that regard, this Lakers team seems to be playing okay. What is LeBron going to have to do when he comes back to make this team better?
Well,
Play defense. That's
Play
it.
this is a
Play
defense.
great
defense.
this is a great segue because on our text thread, Sylvain said that the Lakers are better without LeBron, which I get it
Yep.
because they do look good. Um, my response is that LeBron can actually come in and save himself. You're gonna have 48 minutes of either Luca or LeBron, right? So the 12 minutes that Luca is sitting is LeBron time. And he's gonna be going up against backups. He's gonna have less wear and tear. If he just connects, shoots threes, and plays defense, there's no way he's gonna be a net negative. I
So
think
there that's a
The Lakers
big
look pretty good, man.
that's a
Arabia.
big if.
Yeah.
You're asking LeBron James, the world's biggest ego, to take a back seat.
Play 3 and D. But look, but Austin Reeves and Luca as a 1-2 ball handling, it's pretty crazy like how Austin is still getting better and he's playing with Luca, who's his game can kind of mirror some of Luca's stuff, if he develops a jumper a little bit.
But LeBron James is also a basketball genius, and he probably is
Agree.
seeing Luca, and he's probably like, well, maybe I should kind of take a backseat to this guy.
If he does, yeah, I agree. So, but his ego is so big that if he comes out, if he gets in this game and starts jacking up threes, with hands in his face and doesn't play. If the Lakers play through LeBron, they're not going to be nearly as good as if they play through Reeves and Luca. And if LeBron plays 3 and D and he realizes that and he puts his ego aside, and this team can be good.
So the reason I said last year that the Lakers were better without LeBron is because I watch games and
Yeah.
every time LeBron came back in, the score would regress. If they're up, they'd go down, etc. And I actually started betting when the Lakers were up. If LeBron was out, I'd bet the opposite direction the second he came in because you could do live bets. That's backed up by the plus minus. I'm not a big stats guy, but I started looking at the plus minus, and I didn't send you guys the stats that I'm crunching, but in the last 10 years, LeBron's the only player ever to be on a third place or more team, averaging 30 place plus minutes and have a negative plus minus. Every other player is in like the plus 300 to plus 1,500.
That's
So
crazy.
that's very interesting to me. Um, does that stat really reflect something? I don't know. I'm gonna look more into it. Then
Yeah,
I
I
started
agree.
looking at the plus minus of Wemby this year because these are the players that interest me. Wembanyama, if you look at the first 5 games of the
It's
season,
crazy.
he's destroying the plus minus, and you could see it as you watch a game.
As you're watching,
They
okay, I
when
got you.
Wemby's in,
I
they go
got
up by
you.
15, 20 points. The second he sits, especially the couple games where Luke Cornett was out, the score comes back,
Game one,
right?
Wemben. Is there a plus minus on this? We don't have the plus
And
minus.
so what I'd like to look at, and I haven't had time to crunch the numbers yet, is to look at the plus minus compared to the final score and compared to the rest of your team.
We don't have the plus minus here on Real GM, huh? Bum.
The league is in trouble. The league is in trouble. Wembanyama
Look at this 30. He's
is a
averaging 30 and
monster.
15. Okay, so who was it we were saying? Who took him for MP? So
Chu did.
Chu, you're
Chu
the only
did.
one that
Yeah.
took him. Sylvain, you were saying it was he's not quite there yet, right? With the
Well, no. That's not what I was saying. I based so what I my problem with Wemby for the first few seasons is that he was a turnover machine.
right.
He was averaging six. I thought he was going to lead the league in turnovers this year
Yeah,
because during the preseason, and I should have, been more, detailed with my analysis. But during the preseason, he was averaging 6, 7, 8 turnovers off of like 20 minutes that he was playing.
right.
But that's also because Harper was out, Castle was out, and Fox is out, right?
Right.
So you had Wembanyama handling the ball a lot more, and because he's so tall, yes, that dribble is a very high dribble, which gives defenders time to swipe at it. Also, his decision making has changed a lot this year compared to the last few years. Last year, he was jacking up like 8 threes a game. That I was just like, why are you taking these?
Yeah. Oh, but I'm saying you
Um,
regret not picking him, not having faith in your boy as also being MVP is what I'm saying.
Yeah, can
regret
you
it.
go back to the picks real
If
quick?
What's up,
what's
Hut?
that?
Do you go back to the picks, our
Yeah,
picks?
yeah, let's go back to the picks here, dude.
Yes.
Looking at the preseason, I was thinking, nah, they're probably Giannis is gonna have a great season, etc. Giannis
Giannis is
might end
having
up number two. Who
Giannis
knows?
is having a great season. Their team is like 4-1, or I think they're surprising.
Yeah.
Luka's pick, I said Jokic. I took the obvious pick. No, I feel like who looks good right now. I mean, coming out of the gates, NBA
The
MVP.
reason the reason I have Wemby 100% over Jokic is because Wemby plays defense. I literally have not seen a single defensive play by Jokic all season.
Chew rebuttal. Doesn't
Well,
it does for you?
I have, speaking of defense, I have to go in 1 minute, but I wanted to just say about LeBron real quick.
Yes,
If LeBron can turn into Sean Marion on 2011 Mavs,
I like it.
or if he can turn into Andre Iguodala on like 2018, 2017 Warriors, where you have these athletic freak playmakers that play defense and were a glue guy for their team. LeBron could come in and make a serious difference. Now,
So
whether to Sylvain's point, whether he can actually do that or not, put his ego aside, the way that Sean Marion and Andre Iguodala could, that's a whole other story. But if he could, dude, the Lakers do look pretty. pretty solid.
Yeah.
But
You're
with that,
talking
guys,
about a
I gotta
guy.
go.
You're just to rebuttal to you real quick. You're talking about a guy who literally has a PR team on him 24/7, who made the decision in front of TV Prime, all this stuff. His ego is just insane.
I
That's
know.
just not gonna happen.
Let's find out. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
All right, guys, I gotta get out of here.
All right, Chu. Great job. See
Later.
you next
See you
week, guys.
later.
All right. So Hodge, what do you got? What do you got for us here? What are these things? What are these lines you got here?
Well, we were discussing what the alternate line is. So if you scroll down, you have this Houston at Boston game tonight.
Right
Uh,
here.
go up. The spread in total, the over 224.5, but you could click around and choose another number for the over. That no, one below.
Uh,
So you see the probability is percent chance goes down.
yeah.
So that's an alternate line right there. So the line is 224.5 or whatever it was. You could bet different.
Interesting. This site is taking a storm here. Kalshi, is that our unofficial sponsor for today?
Prediction market.
That's predictions market. I mean, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot. There's so much going on. I think we're gonna have to settle in. I mean, Hodge, I was gonna ask you what do you think about what are you thinking about your Blazers here, dude? What are you thinking? I mean, it's 4-2. What are they doing well? What's working for them? What is it that's making this team kind of be competitive and actually beat the Nuggets here?
Okay, so they have an average offensive rating. They're fifth in defense right now in terms of points given up per 100 possessions. They're playing fast. They're the second fastest team in the league after the Miami Heat. And I think once Scoot comes back, we need some shooters. That's what we're missing, but we're playing really good team defense. So I
Yeah, it
think
looks like it, dude. Where's Kling? Is Klingon even playing? Is he? I haven't been following too much. Is he, what kind of minutes is Klingon getting right now?
Lingen is getting heavy minutes. He's starting. They're not playing their rookie Yang Hansen.
They're not playing him at
Why
all.
not? I really wanted to
Holiday.
see him play.
No,
He looks a little too raw.
I
He's
don't.
falling to the floor. Like,
I cannot believe Holiday is kind of turning back the clock on this. Like he's scoring. He's playing. He's playing
What
like.
are what are his stats this year?
Look, let's take a look. If you look, I've been noticing. Let's go look at Holiday.
Holiday he's our ball handler. He's our clutch player. He's our star player. Right now, yeah, he's taking the role. Like, he's kind of like Trevor Ariza when he went to the Rockets and kind of was like the man for a half a season.
Holiday right now, he's averaging 18, 5, and 9.
Wow.
Like, this is great. No, this is this year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've
1.5
always
one and a
been a
half
Drew
steals and a
Holiday
block.
fan.
This is like he's playing like he's back in like Pelicans with AD. Like he
Well,
never
how many years is he? What? How old is he?
35 is
35,
dude,
and he's a
16 years of
starting point
NBA,
guard.
dude. This I'm telling you, I was like
Wow.
every time I see this stat line, I'm like Holiday again, again, again. I'm like, is he really turning back the clock this much and like dominating with the ball? I didn't.
Whoever picked him up on their fantasy at the end of their
Yeah, I
drafts,
didn't think he was droppable last year. This year he's
he
like,
was very droppable. I
yeah,
dropped him.
there you go. But Avdija is playing well. Klingon is playing. I mean, 13 assists. So this team is also surprising. Like that's what I'm saying. Like which team here besides the Pelicans is like gonna like tank, you know? I mean,
Sacktown is tanking.
you think who?
Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Sacktown, Utah.
Utah, I mean, they're playing, but let's see if like they get injuries and the losses pile up. But what
Phoenix.
separation will there be? But do you guys see this line right here? Is this the line for the play-in already?
No, I
So
think
look,
Dallas pops up.
Who falls out?
Oh, yeah.
Memphis?
Memphis falls out for sure.
Memphis falls out. Dallas pops in.
Yeah.
I mean, early. This is obviously super early, but like, is that what happens here? Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What about here?
looking
Yeah.
at these the standings. Oh, I'm gonna pull it up on my laptop because my phone is too small.
What? Tell me, what do you want?
Looking at these standings,
Yeah, what do you want?
I think we're pretty accurate for the top teams. Portland might dip, Denver might go up.
I think
Uh,
Golden State,
but I don't think Portland is. I mean, Portland might stay in the top six. They might sneak in because Clippers are having trouble. Memphis is going to struggle, and I think Memphis isn't even making the playoffs, possibly not the play in. They'll
Houston,
probably have a Ja Morant injury halfway and start tanking.
Houston's gonna probably
Houston,
pick it up. Yeah.
Houston's
yeah,
going to pick it up,
top
but they're
three.
still going to struggle. They might be like a top. I have them around six, right?
Yeah.
Utah's going to drop. So there's plenty of room for a couple of the bottoms teams to come up, and I think we're looking at Minnesota and Dallas to come up.
Minnesota and Dallas. What about in the East? Is our line, is this the line that's been set right here at
I
10?
mean, the bottom three are for sure bottom three.
These guys are out, right? I mean, the only
Yeah.
team that really, maybe Orlando will step up. I mean,
Orlando had a good year last year, a good
who's the surprise?
season.
Hornets are a surprise team right now, but everyone else it looks
I
like
think
yeah,
I think Chu's pick for the Celtics dropping out is still in play,
still in play.
and the Raptors going up is possible. Hornets dropping. That's what I.
Raptors they have some talent, but it seems like the team is not quite constructed well with Scotty and Ingram and RJ Barrett. Like they have talent, but I don't know. The Celtics were 0-3. They won 3 games in a row, and it's like, oh, is it gonna be a wash for the season? But then they've won 3 in a row and they beat the surging Sixers. So there's obviously a lot of basketball to be played still, but I don't know. There's just so much going on.
I thought New York was going to be better this year.
I did too. I did too. I thought New York was going to have a little bit more of a kind of coming out of the gates hot after
Yes,
like
sir.
being
Yeah, after a
disappointed.
disappointing exit.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
and they're one of the only teams that's not injured.
Right. Yeah, I saw yesterday that the Sixers, I mean the Cavs lost, but they didn't have Donovan Mitchell or Jarrett Allen and still no Garland. So it's like, okay, like what are they going to do without those guys, Which was
How
that?
long are they out for?
I don't know
'Cause
actually.
I have Cavs at the top of the East and possibly the I think I picked them for
Yeah.
best record overall.
I think I did too. Best record.
Yeah.
Oh, I did Thunder. Both of you guys did, you know. So yeah, there's a lot of parity. I mean, we talked about a lot, we jumped on a lot. So I know I was jumping around a lot with the sections and stuff like that. But there's so much to discuss. What else you guys got? What other burning?
Is there any six man of the year that's popping out right now?
Ooh, good question. I
Let's
haven't.
look at six man of the year odds.
Yeah, who's pop? Because I haven't really been able to follow who's been starting, who's been sitting, who's been showing to be the sixth man.
Jeremy Grant looks like a new favorite.
Jeremy Grant is not even starting. I mean, for that team, I didn't even know that. I figured he would be starting.
I thought he'd be starting too.
Oh, Billups is out as coach right now, huh?
That's pretty crazy that they're keeping it together. Who's their assistant? You said Splitter or something?
Diago.
Diablo Splitter.
He used to be with the Spurs back in the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well trained, well
I mean,
trained.
what you was saying too earlier about this whole Jokic thing, it's hard to say, like is it really like is it two different sets of rules for big guys and small guys? It kind of is.
That's always been the case throughout the NBA.
I remember those like Brad Miller would like be like hugging Shaq, Like he'd be like trying to kiss his ear and stuff like that when they were like playing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, how could you
And
stop
and
him?
and that's how I want it. If a player is gonna post up down low and like demand the ball, they're both kind of initiating contact.
Yeah.
That specific play Chu brought up, yeah, in today's NBA they'll call that a foul, I think. But I'm a fan of letting the bigs, push and shove. That's how it was. That's how Charles Oakley,
The
Patrick
thing,
Ewing, David Robinson, Alonzo Mourning, all those bigs, they were battling down low.
Yeah, what
And
good
the fact that a little kid is bothering Jokic and then Chu's complaining about it to me is pretty funny.
I
That's
mean, he
fair.
did have the ball. He was just bear hugging him.
Yeah, and Abdija is putting up a lot of points, huh? He's like really like what's his averaging? He's averaging 20 points for sure now, right?
Yeah, he's a solid offensive
I
player.
did not see that level of consistency and production from Abdija.
So
So
our Blazers are they still an undervalued team? Are they going to keep this what's their upcoming schedule?
I
They're
think
absolutely undervalued as soon as Scoot comes back. That's a great
What do
addition.
you see in Scoot? Because I saw him as a street ball kind of guy. Drew Holiday kind of takes that over. Is Scoot a good point guard that knows how to distribute the ball well and get other players involved, a playmaker, or is he a scorer? What do you see him bringing to the Blazers?
He's a scorer and he goes to the rim and makes and one layups. He's kind of it's a good 1-2 punch with Avdija, and now you have Drew who's stepping up.
Yeah, I mean they're playing the
And
Lakers.
Jeremy Grant off the bench. That team's more solid than I thought.
Same, same.
Yeah.
I didn't think they're gonna be like this competitive. You
When
know,
is Scoot coming back?
Like a month.
So, oh, that's a while. So up next they have the Lakers on Monday.
they have the Lakers on Monday, then they
They
got
have the Thunder on Wednesday.
Thunder, Miami, or and then they go on a road trip.
Miami's been hot.
Yeah.
Miami's been hot. I thought that the Spurs might drop the game to Miami, considering how well they've been playing. They've been scoring. I think prior to the Spurs game, they were averaging 133 points a game, which is the highest in league in franchise history.
Okay, what about today? Are these cup games, by the way? Do you guys know? Are these cup games? Emirate games?
No, not Saturday, no.
Not today. It's only on Fridays. I'm not sure.
Tuesdays and Fridays, right?
Tuesdays, that's what it is.
It's
Thanks for
Fridays for 3 weeks and then Tuesday and Friday.
look at this. I mean, the Bucks are 4-1. Who's winning these games? You think Bucks
Yeah.
take the Kings, obviously.
So my pick for the day.
Yeah, let's pick it for the day, and then let's sign off. We were all over the place a little bit. My bad on that as your host, guys. Helter skelter, but hopefully we have some nice reflections here. Let's do some picks of the day, then we're out of here.
This is the dopamine dump theory is the so you take the Rockets.
The Rockets,
Because the other team just won. Who are they playing?
Boston beat
Oh yeah, Boston just won by
beat
one.
the Sixers in a nail biter in the cup, so they're gonna just drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's okay? Orlando has to take this. I mean, Orlando, they need. I mean, the Wizards just look like they're in disarray over here.
Orlando doesn't look too good either,
They
though.
don't, but I think they should be able to beat the Wizards.
Oh
You know.
yeah, if we're talking line or spread, that's different. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, what is the spread? And money line is Orlando, right?
The
What's the
spread
spread on
the
this?
spread is 8.5, Orlando. If anything, I would have to take the lowly Wizards because
You would take the Wizards for the to cover the spread.
Just to cover, not to win.
yeah,
What? How much money? How much juice you get for like Wizards money line on this?
Let me tell you exactly.
probably like plus 300, plus 280.
Plus 305.
Plus,
If Wizards win and you bet 100, you get
it
305
seems
back.
like not like even like
405.
So it correlates to a 25% chance.
Okay, nice. What about here? Golden State versus Golden State at Indiana. What are the like? What kind of money are you gonna get by taking money line Pacers on that?
They don't even offer it because Golden State is just supposed to demolish.
Oh, I mean the Pacers look horrible. I mean, obviously, like not only was Halliburton out, but like Mathurin is out and Nembhard is out. Like everyone that was supposed to step up in their absence are out too. It's like I feel bad for them, honestly, but they're tanking hard. And then here, Charlotte. This could be a good matchup. Charlotte versus um uh Minnesota. I feel like Charlotte's been a kind of a surprise team thus far with LaMelo playing very well, Miles Bridges playing well. Brandon Miller was playing well early, but he's out. But their rookies, Kalkbrenner and Kneppel, have been playing pretty well. I think I'm saying their names right, right? I think
Chernobyl is hilarious.
this team is. I mean, they won. They dropped two in a row, but I don't think that maybe they're gonna fall off. But they're honestly not as bad as I thought they were gonna be, from what I've seen so far from them. But LaMelo, you can't have LaMelo
So,
dominating every category
yeah,
like this. But like.
Charlotte at home against a Minnesota without Ant. Yeah.
That's good. I would still take I would take Charlotte at home. I mean, but no,
I'll
I
take
don't know. I think
Charlotte.
Minnesota can still win this game. Nice.
Those are the picks for today, huh? Any over-unders any fast-paced teams playing each other? Maybe Minnesota, Charlotte.
Is there an what's the
Yeah, I mean these Charlotte, Minnesota, Orlando, Washington, I would never take the under. It doesn't mean I'm taking the over. My line is saying it should be 238. The total's at 234.5 for the Wizards Magic.
It moved up. Now it's 235.
It's just kind of a nice idea for like a random segment at the end of the game, predictions like betting lines and betting predictions. That's kind of a fun thing for the games that are coming up on Saturday. Or
Well, we might get FanDuel as our sponsor, so
okay, another
you
room
know,
for sponsors today. FanDuel would be a great sponsor. All right, guys, we're gonna,
DraftKings.
we're gonna wrap this up today. But another spirited debate. We had Chew on. Thank you both of you for hopping on here, and yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Okay.
All
Hope
right.
you're well out there. Later.